Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. This is a game that everyone around the NFL has been talking about all week. These teams both come in undefeated, both having phenomenal seasons up to this point. What a heavyweight battle we have on our hands here. It's the Lions going up against the Diablos.
All right, thank you, Larry. Checking in at an elevation of nearly 7,400 feet. We are south of the border as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Mexico City Diablos.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Set. 3-19.
We got 4. Watch 38. Watch 38. Go, go, go. Run, run, run.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
56. Now go 56. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Guys, check me out. Check
Set.
me out.
3-19. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Tight end right. You got 3 down.
Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's a second down.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Here we go now. Blue
throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
Come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
Here we go now.
To let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Patriot.
They'll run it now. Out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right there. All day, baby. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
Let's go. Gun.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Here we go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Gun.
Here we go.
Gun.
Pick the edge. Go.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Watch safety.
Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. And that's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Check.
319.
Watch
All right,
two,
now,
watch
lucky
two.
56. Lucky.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If you want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. From the gun, Hoffman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Now let's go.
3 down.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to the back.
Back to throw. Hoffman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he delivered that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Check it back.
A handoff as they run the counter play. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. Let's see if they can get the score. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now they try the right side here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch him now, Barney.
To throw on third down, Hoffman. He's going to launch this thing way down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Back
Got
line it up,
three.
Philly, here we go!
Three down.
Watch him now, Barney!
Throwing after the interception. Hoffman. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now he's forced out left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a big play there for the Lions. 43 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Looking to throw. Hoffman. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit!
To throw on second down. Hoffman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. In the red zone this time.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on
Back
the
line it up, Philly, here we go. Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now, Barney. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
Off the bootleg. Hoffman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
All right, here we go. Green.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Watch it now, Barney.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line. He'll press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Let's go.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. His kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Here we go. We'll see how they attack him here. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch 14, watch 14.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now we'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Gun!
Take you to school. Tight dog.
He'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Key to tight end.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
We need that penetration, D-line. Let's go. Get that penetration, D-line.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interception.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back now in Mexico City. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue, land it.
Back to throw. Hoffman. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. Just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Right there.
3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Four down.
Set.
Check.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
No. Check. Patriot.
Exit. Slam.
No. Check. Patriot.
Switch.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mike's 54.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Now that's over.
Watch twist.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to float this one. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 34 yards. And it's good enough for a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, 9, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's get this ball back for offense. Let's go.
Now he'll escape to his right. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And tough starting field position here.
Man left, man left. You got three.
Now let's go. Three, back 99. Good.
I got two.
Watch it now, Barney.
Hey, watch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
All right, now, look at 56. Over.
Oh, here we go.
They give this time to the tailback. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there. It'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Now let's go.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Past the 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets it back within a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, look at 56.
From the gun, Hoffman. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Operating for the gun. Hoffman. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
his running back. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Now let's go! Blue
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's able to put it through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Lions, wins. They've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. So that